It's Sunday, which means it's time to break down another week in news, rapid fire style, and the Common Sense Cowboy joins us to break it down. Patrick Dorinson, how you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good. I just got over the Fauci Wuhan whammy.
The vid. All right, well, I'm glad you're back and you seem fine. But let's start with January 6th, seeing how you're back on this. I've been anxious to hear about this all week from you. Trump is subpoenaed by January 6th, ironically on the same day the CPI comes out, which is bad. What are they, like, he's going to put his feet up on the table and play his soundbite of peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard, right?
I think this was a dumb move of many dumb moves by the January 6th committee, which, by the way, the only people that are watching it are folks who watch MSNBC, thinking that they're going to get Donald Trump convicted of treason for some reason.
No, they got him this time, Patrick. This time.
Oh, they got him.
Yeah.
They got him. He's like old Brer Rabbit. Throw me in that briar patch, you know. Can you imagine if Donald Trump got in front of that committee? There wouldn't be anything left of those people. He would eviscerate every one of them. And quite frankly, he would make his case directly to the American people of the shenanigans that have been going on for so many years. So to me, I think they said, well, let's intimidate Donald Trump. You know, he's got all these problems with Mar-a-Lago and everything else. So let's throw another rock at him. And Donald Trump grabbed the rock and he says, thanks. I think I'll throw it back. Yeah. I think Donald Trump would love to go on TV and make sure that these guys got put in their place for once and for all.
Yeah, I'd like to remind everybody that that January 6th committee is likely the reason that cost Liz Cheney her seat in a primary by 40-point margin, which is epic. So we got only 3 weeks to the election. Democrats are hoping for some sort of comeback, and the polls were actually shifting towards their favor about a couple weeks ago. And now they're tsunamiing back to red. What do you make?
Well, you know, the Democrats had a summer surge. You know, it's kind of like a baseball team that's having a great July and a great August, and then all of a sudden September rolls around, and they look at the reality that they're 15 games behind first place. Here's what I think's happened. Number one, the issues are baked in the cake. The people know about inflation. They know about all the high prices. They know about gas prices. They've already made their decision in many ways. Some of them have already started voting in certain states. Right now, the House Democrats are basically giving up. They're pulling money from races that they know they can't win. And to me, that's kind of like, you know, the Titanic hit the iceberg, and Nancy Pelosi's the captain, and she's telling some of her members, well, guess what? There's not enough room in the lifeboats for all of you, so some of you are going to have to drown. What they're doing is the Democrats right now are putting all their efforts into statewide races. If you look at the president, he's going to states, blue states that they're in trouble in, so he can try and save Senate seats, and he can try and save, you know, governor's races. I don't think it's going to work. I think this tsunami gets bigger every day. And interest rates are going to go up just a few days before the election with our wonderful friends at the Federal Reserve who couldn't find their rear end in a dark room with both hands. And I think, quite frankly, this thing's going to be even worse for the Democrats than anybody thinks.
Yeah, you have a way with words, Patrick. Tulsi Gabbard, all right, she leaves the Democratic Party in the same week that Kamala Harris went to go campaign for Tudor Dixon in Michigan. That's how bad they're doing in Michigan. What do you make of Tulsi Gabbard's departure? I got about 20 seconds left.
Tulsi Gabbard is the leading edge of moderate Democrats who are going to be leaving the party after this election. The Democrats are going to get rid of a lot of their moderates. They're going to be left with the left-wingers like Sandy Cortez, like Rashida Tlaib. That's what they're going to be
Pocahontas.
left with. Right. If you think they're left now, wait till they lose. They're going to dig in their heels, much like the Democrats did after they lost with George McGovern in 1972, and it ain't going to go well for them in the future.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. All right, Patrick Dorinson, our daily dose of common sense. We appreciate you being here.